Hi folks, this is Charak Ray, a career consultant from Obesity Consulting. Today we will discuss about airline operations where the sky is the limit. So pilots operate an airline on scheduled routes where as flight cabin crew ensures the comfort and care of the passengers. The opinion of the passengers is based on the quality of service that an airline provides. The pilots usually specialized in one type of aircraft and employed exclusively in flying duties. A commercial pilot operates the aircraft for transport of men and materials. The people in these jobs have a happy blend of personality, intelligence, and imagination. While the job appears to be glamorous, its demands are remorselessly stressful, both physically as well as mentally. The cockpit crew, consisting of pilot and co-pilot, and the cabin crew, consisting of air hostesses, flight pursuers, are the main people in airline operations during the flight. Discussing about the airline pilot, in command of a flight is the captain or the chief pilot. A co-pilot assists him during the flight. The job is highly specialized and requires intensive training. The nature of work. The pilots fly aircrafts on long and short flights. 1 hour before takeoffs, the pilots check the pre-flight plans. This defines the route to be taken and the height maintained and includes the meteorological information. The pilots have to do complex calculations of takeoff and landing, and they to work out the fuel needed for distance to be traveled and the height and weight to be maintained. The pilots also check that the equipments and instruments are functioning properly and that noise regulations of takeoff and landing are absorbed. Their work includes briefing the crew and supervising loading and refueling. The initial contact too is made with the air traffic controls who advise the pilot on takeoff. The most complicated aspects of a flight are takeoff and landing. The pilots may have to make adjustments as necessary during the flights. When the aircraft has been taxied to its final position, the pilot shuts down the engines and writes a flight report noting any problems or instrument difficulties. Now, discussing about the activities. The pilots operate aircraft on long and short flights. Before takeoff, they carry out a pre-flight check of emergency equipments, first aid kits, and they also check the weather condition of the day. They also ensure that all electronic systems are functioning properly. They do verify whether the contact with the air traffic control is established and communication system is functioning properly. After the aircraft reaches its destination, the pilot makes out a report mentioning the deficiencies and defects in the engine noticed during the operation. The period of action or inaction of the pilot is defined by the management based on the flight schedule. Next, discussing about the work environment. Pilots spend long hours on flight decks in a seated position. There are rules over the number of hours the pilots may work without a rest period because they are flying at unsocial hours. The flight delays because of weather or any other difficulties. Some personal characteristics. The work of pilots involves a great responsibility both for aircraft and for the safety of the passengers and crews. Flying requires great presence of mind, courage, determination, good communication, and physical fitness due to the risks which the flying involves. The need to be a self-confident and at ease working with other people. An ideal pilot is the one who has the traits of physical fitness, courage, stamina, intelligence, and can take quick and correct decision on appropriate time for the safety of the aircraft and passengers. He should coordinate with the ground control and should manage crisis situations with ability and accuracy. Study and training. The license for flying is essential to become a commercial pilot. The licenses have to be procured in the following order. Number 1, the student pilot license. Number 2, the private pilot license. And number 3, the commercial pilot license. So, if flying is a passion for you, then this is it, where sky is the limit. Thank you and have a great day ahead.